Ladies and gentlemen, may we have your attention, please? Ladies and gentlemen, may we have your attention, please? We would like to call your attention to the emergency exits. These are located on the lower level, at both sides of the platform, in front of the arena. Exits are also located at the back lower left, or southwest end of the arena, and at the lower south end of the arena. Persons sitting on the balcony should exit through the doors leading to the upper level hallway and turn left through the atrium adjacent to the swimming pool, exiting the building through the outer doors. Ushers will assist persons on the balcony in exiting the arena. Please do not use the elevator. Due to fire and safety requirements as directed by the fire marshal, there is no standing room for guests on the balcony. The limited seating on the balcony is reserved for special needs guests. There are health facilities available during the ceremony off the lower level hallway of Steele Hall. Please contact an usher or university police officer if you need assistance. We also appreciate you following fire regulations, which prohibit smoking in this building. Thank you.
Juliana Grabowski, who's graduating with a Bachelor of Music degree in Music Education, leads us in the Star Spangled Banner. Please remain standing after the anthem while Bridget Doyle, who's receiving a Bachelor of Arts degree in History, reads this afternoon's opening reflection, which was written by Nathan Crump.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang away, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let us raise our hearts and minds to the wisdom that is beyond all knowledge, to the ultimate goodness that surpasses all our goodwill. We gather today for ceremony and ritual, for the most solemn celebration of the Academy. Here, we will remember our purpose as an institution of learning, recall our ideals, and rededicate ourselves to the pursuit of all that is true, good, and beautiful. May the spirit of wisdom and goodness remind us of our grand vision, which is nothing less than the transformation of the world through the formation and education of those who study here. Today, we rejoice in the successful preparation of another class of graduates for this task, and we honor them in their accomplishment. May the same spirit of wisdom and goodness be with us today as we repeat the centuries-old rituals of commencement.
Please be seated. Thank you, Juliana and Bridget. Thank you as well to Dr. Paula Holcomb and the Wind Ensemble for enriching this afternoon's celebration with your music. Platform guests, relatives and friends, faculty and staff, and members of the 2017 graduating class. Today is indeed a special day. For you graduates and your families, today's commencement represents the culmination of many years of diligence and effort. Whether you came here from around New York or around the world, Fredonia has been, I hope, a place of welcome and challenge. In your studies and your friendships, your explorations and your successes, you have been challenged and learned about yourself, your field of study, and the world. The international flags hanging in this hall represent the countries of Fredonia graduates and faculty in attendance today. These flags remind us of the global connections we have as an institution and the hopes we have for today's graduates to be forces for good in the world. Graduates, the Fredonia campus community has come to know you. We've seen you in the dining halls, in the library and laboratories, in classes, in student activities and athletics, in your roles as leaders across campus and beyond. Faculty and staff have worked to help you find your voice and your passion, and to develop your independence in thinking and responsible action. From this point, it's up to you to show what Fredonians can do. Your employers, your communities, your families will see that you are skilled, creative, connected, and responsible. We are counting on you to use all you've learned to continue to learn as new questions and technologies arise, and to represent your alma mater proudly in all you do. In a study a few years ago, Fredonia's regional economic impact, which includes all of Chautauqua, Erie, and Cattaraugus counties, exceeded $204 million annually, while statewide our impact surpassed $330 million. Our greatest contribution to the region and the state, however, is you. The example of your lives is the best advocacy for a Fredonia education, and we count on you to assist those who will follow you. With continued hard work, you will be successful in your professions and in your lives. As you advance in your careers, please help us recruit the best students, build the network of successful alumni who can connect with students and programs, share your story with those who are skeptical about the value of higher education, and offer financial support for future students and for this university. We're counting on you to make a difference. I will miss you, class of 2017 undergraduate and graduate students, but I look forward to seeing what impressive accomplishments you will have in the years ahead, and hope that you'll carry the spirit of Fredonia with you, not just as a memory, but an important part of yourself as you leave here. Graduates, today we are here to honor you, but you know that many individuals have helped you along the way. Parents, grandparents, siblings, spouses and partners, other relatives, friends, and teachers have supported you in many ways on the path to today's celebration. Graduates, I'd like you to stand, wave to your people, and express your gratitude to these special relatives and friends. And those of you in the audience who are so proud of today's graduates, please join me in expressing enthusiasm for their accomplishments. It is now my pleasure to introduce the members of this afternoon's platform party, who will stand as their names are called. Please hold your applause until the entire platform is introduced. Dr. Christine Givner, Dean of the College of Education. Dr. Greg Gibbs, President of the Fredonia Alumni Association Board of Directors. Joshua Ranney, President of the Student Association and Student Representative to the Fredonia College Council. Dr. Brian Mascadrelli, Chair of the Fredonia University Senate and Associate Professor and Director of the Social Work Program. Dr. William Borner, Chief Diversity Officer and Director of the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Dr. Judith Horowitz, Associate Provost for Graduate Studies, Sponsored Research, and Faculty Development. Dr. Lisa Hunter, Associate Provost for Curriculum, Assessment, and Academic Support. Dr. Ralph Blasting, Dean of the College of Visual and Performing Arts. Christine Starks, member of the Fredonia Alumni Association Board of Directors, whose daughter, Allison Burdick, graduates this afternoon. Stephen Keefe, member of the Fredonia College Council. Dr. J. Andy Carfa, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Professor Robert Booth, Distinguished Teaching Professor in the Department of Visual Arts and New Media, and today's official mace bearer. Betty Gossett, Interim Vice President for University Advancement and Executive Director of the Fredonia College Foundation. Russell Dietrich, Jr., member of the Fredonia College Council. Bridget Doyle, undergraduate student reflection speaker and one of this afternoon's degree candidates. Catherine Schwebka, graduate student reflection speaker and one of this afternoon's degree and certificate candidates. Dr. Cedric Howard, Vice President for Student Affairs. Joanne Niebel, member of the Fredonia College Council. Dr. Terry Brown, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Eduviges Sanchez, Senior Class President and one of this afternoon's degree candidates. The Honorable Frank Pagano, Chair of the Fredonia College Council, and our keynote speaker, Donato J. Tremuto. thank you, all members of the Platform Party, for being part of this celebration. Today's ceremony is a collaboration among hardworking support staff, cheerful volunteers from across campus, and the Commencement Committee, chaired by Michael Lemire. Thank you to all who have worked collectively to make this celebration a special day for graduating students and their families and friends. Thank you also to this afternoon's faculty marshals, Ray Rushbolt from the Department of Politics and International Affairs, and Distinguished Service Professor Ted Schwalbe of the Department of Communication. Do you want to stand, please? Also, please join me in recognizing these graduating student marshals who are honored for their academic achievement and service to Fredonia. Marshals, I ask you to stand and we'll hold our applause until the end. Jonathan Batris, Jacqueline Carter, Lee Claybore, Nicole Miller, Amanda Scanton, and Hannah Shea. Now you may applaud. Thank you, marshals. I'd also like to recognize one of the 2017 recipients of the SUNY Chancellor's Award for Student Excellence, Maria Gordon. Please stand and be recognized. Today's sign language interpreter is Janelle Kruger. Thank you. Thank you as well to those who are coordinating today's live streaming video and television broadcast in the ICE Arena and in the Dunkirk, Fredonia area. Frank Pagano of Fredonia, who was appointed by then-Governor David Patterson in 2009 to a 7-year term as a member and chair of the Fredonia College Council, will now give greetings on behalf of the Council. Mr. Pagano started his career in banking, then from 1970 to 1998 served as president of MPJ Enterprises, a real estate development and management company. In 1986, he was recognized by the Fredonia Business Club as Business Person of the Year. From 1998 to 2006, Mr. Pagano served as chairman of the Chautauqua County Industrial Development Agency. Mr. Pagano served 3 consecutive terms as mayor of the village of Fredonia from 1995 to 2007, during which time the village was chosen by Business First as the best community in Western New York. In 2005, he was elected to serve a 1-year term as the president of the New York State Conference of Mayors. And in 2006, then Mayor Pagano was listed in the congressional record by Congressman Brian Higgins for his outstanding contribution to New York Conference of Mayors. Now giving greetings on behalf of the Fredonia College Council, Chair Frank Pagano.
Thank you, Dr. Horvath, for that warm introduction. Before I begin, I just want to tell you that I noticed the afternoon class is a little more vocal than the morning class. And I assure you that after my speech, you can clap and shout as long as you want. Welcome, class of 2017. It's an honor to welcome each and every one of you to Fredonia's 190th graduation ceremonies. Council members, administrators, faculty, alumni, parents, and guests, it's a pleasure to have you here today. It's also a pleasure to welcome an old friend, Donato Tramuto, as our commencement speaker. Donato and I grew up in neighboring Dunkirk, so having him here today is a very special pleasure. When I heard he was coming, I asked him if he believed in free speech. He said he did. I said, perfect. Today is your chance to give one. The world will judge you not by the number of times you fall, but by the number of times you get up and walk again. Never, ever give up. Now I want to get serious and leave you with one last thought. And if this is the only thing you take away from this speech, it'll be great. The greatest danger to the world is not the bad people in it, but the good people who don't speak out. Always make your voices heard. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you, Mr. Pagano, for your welcome, your unwavering support for this institution, and your encouragement to today's graduates and the campus community. This year's graduating class exhibits the best of Fredonia's traditions, its spirit, and its future. Members of the class of 2017 have developed their skills and brought pride and distinction to the university in many ways. They've also applied their knowledge off campus through internships, service learning, and clinical field placements. Representing the graduating class is Senior Class President Eduviges Cristina Sanchez from Buffalo, New York. Duvi is graduating this afternoon with a Bachelor of Science degree in Interdisciplinary Studies, International Studies, cum laude, with a second major in Communication, Public Relations. She also has a minor in Italian and participated in study abroad in 2016 at the Florence University of the Arts. Her resume of campus activities and involvement is diverse and impressive. She served as a resident assistant during her sophomore and junior year, was selected by the Office of Alumni Affairs to represent Fredonia as an ambassador, served on the Faculty Student Association Board of Directors as vice president of the Mock Trial Group, as a Rules Committee board member for the Student Association, and as a Leads peer mentor. A participant in the Educational Development Program, Duvi was a student advisory board member for EDP and was selected for the Chi Alpha Epsilon Honor Society. Also a Dean's List student, she was the recipient of the Gregory Antonio Award, the Kurt and Sibylla Sonnenfeld Memorial Award, and the Ann James Manley Scholarship. In the summer of 2015, Duvi was a communication intern in New York State Senator Timothy Kennedy's district office in Buffalo. And for several years, she has been a lifeguard and supervising lifeguard for the city of Buffalo. Last October, Duvi was co-host for social media video spots, along with Kevin Gleason, for the inaugural Fredlanthropy Day fundraising campaign for the Fredonia College Foundation. This year's event will be October 6th, so new alumni take note. Duvi will be leaving in August to work for a travel company in Florence, Italy for a year, and then she'll be returning home to attend law school. Joining Duvi this afternoon are her father, Robert Sanchez, mother and stepfather, Beatriz and James Shinconi, brother, Jordan Sanchez, aunt, Michelle Shinconi, and cousins and friends, Mara Capadocasa, Betsy Narvez, Monica Ocasio, and Chelsea Gabamonte. Please join me in welcoming Duvi's family. And now it's my great pleasure to present your senior class president, Duvi Sanchez.
Good afternoon, distinguished faculty and staff, families, friends, and each individual in the class of 2017. As president of our graduating class, it is my honor and privilege to welcome you here today. I'd like to thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak, and also for the stress that this speech has caused me. If you can't hear it in my voice, I'm going to state the obvious and let you all know that I'm pretty nervous. You see, the morning when this was due was the exact moment when I thought it would be best to write it. Which, if Fredonia has taught me anything, it's procrastination is the key to success. I'm just kidding. I started this a day before it was due. Like each class before us, we have come together to leave a legacy by placing a gift on the Fredonia campus. This year's senior class gift is an outdoor Harmony Park. On behalf of the class of 2017, I would like to invite President Horvath up here to receive our gift to the Fredonia campus. Harmony Park is an outdoor musical ensemble made up of instruments that students for years to come can play and enjoy. This year's class gift wouldn't have been possible without the help of many individuals. I would like to thank Patty Feraldi and the Alumni House, and Kathy Karras in the Student Association office. These two have been advisors to the senior class and helped us get this gift together. Will every student who accepted the challenge and donated $20.17 to the senior class gift please stand? And let's congratulate them. Thank you for your contribution. To my Senior Challenge Committee, which is made up of 35 individuals, where do I even begin to thank you? Harmony Park would have never been a thing if it weren't for each and every one of you. You have devoted your time and your energy throughout this year to make sure we had a legacy to leave behind. Let's give them a round of applause as well. Finally, thank you to Mike Lemieux and the Commencement Committee who made today possible. Thank you to the Platform Party, President Horvath, and Vice President Dr. Howard. Now, in my haste to get this speech done, I did what I've always done when confronted with a difficult assignment. I procrastinated more by calling my parents. My father told me to simply breathe. He also told me to think about how much Fredonia has changed me. And now I ask my fellow graduates to do the same. You see, things change. It's something so simple, yet rarely said or thought about. For those of us who have been here for 4 years, we have witnessed a lot of changes in Fredonia and in ourselves. Think back to freshman year. We came in naive, scared, at least I know I was, wondering where we would be in 4 years. Our very first year here, we had to adapt to extreme changes, and for most of us, it was our first time away from home. We met new people, had our identities challenged, and developed our own worldview of the world around us. Sophomore year, the school logo changed, and all of us had to go to the bookstore to purchase new hoodies. We saw Fred Confessions turn to Yik Yak, which just became non-existent. We saw the opening of the Science Center, and of course we got the chance to witness Bill Nye the Science Guy speak exactly where I'm standing. We saw the Syrian refugee crisis become a global issue, and we saw the world changing with movements like the Black Lives Matter gaining national attention. People all over, including students at Fredonia, continue to shed light on the challenges affecting minority communities. My downstate New Yorkers saw how quickly the weather changes when we got hit with Snowvember. This is the same year when a lot of us changed our majors, the same year when most of us started joining and then leading clubs and organizations. Sophomore year, I will always remember, is the year that I find my place here. Junior year, we became upperclassmen and look at the freshmen as if we never were one. We witnessed marriage equality and same-sex marriage become legalized. This is the same year when Leonardo DiCaprio finally got his Oscar. In the year in which Simone Biles won 14 medals at the Rio Olympics. We lost so many stars, from Prince to David Bowie, even Professor Snape. This was definitely the year of the flower crown Snapchat filter. We said goodbye to Vice President Herman and hello to Vice President Dr. Howard. It was junior year when we realized people change, and sometimes our friends do too. Senior year, we lost the Spine Bridge on campus, but gained the new studio complex at the Rockefeller Arts Center. Philanthropy Day raised $55,000 by alumni and friends to give back to Fredonia. We witnessed the most controversial presidential election of our time. This led to students, faculty, and staff creating the All-In Challenge, where Fredonia increased political discussion and helped students practice their right to vote. We entered capstones and final classes and wondered how we ever complained about a class before this. We prepared for our transition out of Fredonia and had many late conversations about where we would be in a year or 5 or 10. We started to get comfortable. We had created our own families here at Fredonia. Most importantly, this is the year when we changed into who we were supposed to become. As we sit here today and look towards our future, many obstacles are still ahead of us. Some easy, some hard, but if these past years are any indication, you will be able to pull through. Every graduate in this room is intelligent and capable of handling any change that is thrown their way, because being here today is proof of that. While these things were happening, we didn't stop to realize. We didn't even notice, but when we were changing, the support of our families and friends stayed the same. To my father, who continues to be the brightest light in my life, I appreciate and thank you for all the sacrifices you have made to get me here. You have raised me into the strong, independent woman that I am, and your little Wima has made it. To my beautiful mom, you have shown me the meaning of unconditional love, and you continue to be my best friend. To my stepdad, thank you for putting up with my crazy antics and loving me like your own. And to my brother and my friends, your humor and your laughter have been songs that I replay to get me through the days. Finally, on behalf of every student in this room, I would like to thank every mother, father, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, grandma, grandpa who have come here and supported us today. Now, to my fellow seniors, thank you for making these past 4 years the best years of my life. If I can leave you with any piece of advice, it would be from former President Barack Obama. Change will not come if we wait for some other person or if we wait for some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. We are Fredonia, and we will always bleed Fredonia blue. Thank you.
Thank you, class of 2017, for your generous and lasting gift. Thank you, Duvie, for those heartfelt remarks and for your years of service and leadership. In recognition of your success and in thanks for all you have done here, I would like to present you with a memento of your time as class president. So if you could come forward. So that you remember Harmony Park and the role of music in our lives, I offer you this desk gong. Oops. See it? So go ahead and ring it. Wherever your career takes you, as a lawyer, as a citizen activist, as a leader, please keep this where you can see it and remember this day and Fredonia and the love you felt from this room. Congratulations. And now, the Fredonia Women's Choir, under the direction of Dr. Vernon Huff, will sing The Graduate Leaving College with music by Fredonia School of Music faculty member Dr. Rob Deemer, with the text based on a poem by George Moses Horton. Dr. Huff and the Fredonia Women's Choir for that wonderful performance. And thank you, Dr. Deemer, for the lovely composition. I would now like to invite Joanne Niebel, a member of the Fredonia College Council, to the lectern to introduce today's keynote speaker. Joanne Niebel.
Good afternoon and congratulations, graduates. What a great day for all of you. The sun's shining. Could have been snow, so glad it turned out this way. It is my pleasure today to introduce our commencement speaker, Donato Tramuto. Mr. Tramuto is the CEO of Tivity Health, Inc., a leading provider of network development and management solutions in healthcare. A recognized innovator and industry leader, he has more than 35 years of healthcare experience, with a deep commitment to global healthcare access, a steadfast focus on patient outcomes, and a keen understanding of digital solutions. Tramuto joined Tivity Health's board in 2013, became chairman in 2014, and CEO in 2015. In less than a year after being named CEO, he executed a turnaround of the company's performance by harnessing the lessons he learned through various adversities and bulldozer moments, and engineered a creative sale of one of the company's non-performing divisions, adding nearly $1 billion of valuation to the company. Not an easy task. In 2008, he founded Physicians Interactive Holdings, now Aptus Health, a global provider of insight-driven digital engagement solutions for healthcare professionals and consumers, where he served as CEO and chairman prior to joining Tivity Health, Inc. In 2011, Tramuto founded Health eVillages, a nonprofit organization which provides state-of-the-art mobile health technology in the most challenging clinical environments. He is also the chairman and founder of the Tramuto Foundation, which helps individuals and organizations achieve their educational and healthcare goals. Tramuto has been widely recognized for his more than three-decade commitment to social change. In 2014, he was honored alongside Hillary Clinton, Robert De Niro, and Tony Bennett with the prestigious Robert F. Kennedy Ripple of Hope Award. In 2015, he received an honorary doctorate of humane letters from the College of Fine Arts at the University of Massachusetts at Lowell. He will receive his second honorary degree next week from the Jefferson Medical University and will be awarded the RFK Embracing the Legacy Award next month at the JFK Library. Tramuto serves on several executive leadership boards, including the board of the Boston University School of Public Health, the Livongo Health Foundation, the Brown University Healthcare Leadership Board, the Board of Directors for ShareCare, Inc., and the Board of Safe Harbor Compliance and Clinical Development. In 2016, he was appointed to the board of the Robert F. Kennedy Human Rights. He is also chairman of the board of Robert F. Kennedy Center for Justice and Human Rights Europe. Tramuto is the author of Life's Bulldozer Moments, How Adversity Leads to Success in Life and Business, a Hamilton Press publication. On a personal note, my grandmother and Donato's grandmother were sisters. That makes us cousins. Sometimes he'll admit to that, sometimes not, but today we're okay. Our grandmothers immigrated from Italy in the early 1900s when they were 16 and 17. They had very little money, and they came to Fredonia where they married and raised their families. They taught us through example the value of hard work and instilled in all of us a love of this country, a strong sense of family, of God, and community. When I read Donato's book, Life's Bulldozer Moments, it felt humbling to read about my own childhood and the memories that we shared. But it also made me so very proud of my cousin, the very successful man that you will hear from today. I find this quote by Henry Ward Beecher, an American clergyman, to be most appropriate for today. We should not judge people by their peak of excellence, but by the distance they have traveled from the point where they started. So please join me in welcoming Donato Tramuto.
I don't mind if Joanne picks on me as long as she doesn't pick on my dog. I'm going to ask you to just... President Horvath, Vice President Howard, Vice President Terry Brown, Interim Vice President Betty Gossett, members of the Fredonia College Council, faculty, distinguished speakers with whom I share this stage today, families, friends, and most especially the graduates of the class of 2017. Congratulations. Your pride is evident and justified. Thank you for allowing me this time to share with you a few of my own stories. My favorite philosopher, Yogi Berra, once said, "You don't want to make the wrong mistake." Following those words of wisdom, today I want to offer a commencement address absent of a lot of platitudes. Instead, I want to use a good deal of this important time with you today to share stories. They are my stories, some painful, some uplifting. But I believe they hold lessons for you, and they confirm fundamental human virtues that you can nurture to achieve a future that you desire. Equally as important, I have learned with time that the power of a personal story, honestly told, builds trust. A sure story can build trust both at the personal and the professional levels. And with that trust, a world of opportunity can open where everything has rhythm and everything dances, in the words of the great poet and human rights activist Maya Angelou. The first story is a true story, and it begins a long time ago with a small boy, all of 8 years old, who lost his hearing from an ear infection. For nearly a decade, he was bullied and ridiculed by peers, friends, and even family members. His hearing loss was so severe that he failed the 5th grade. During the next decade, he endured no fewer than 5 experimental surgeries. The last one restored partial hearing in both ears. When the bandages were removed, the horror of not hearing was replaced by the horror of hearing himself speak. He could not pronounce his R's, he could not pronounce his W's. Many viewed him as having a learning disability. As luck would have it, his sister-in-law was a speech pathologist at the local university. He got the needed help. He recorded his speech every single day, repeating words and sounds. In essence, he taught himself to speak again. However, when the time arrived for college, he was rejected by every single college. They concluded he was disabled with low academic potential. He couldn't shake the stigma despite the clear results of hard work, but the experience taught this young man tenacity. And he was able to convince one college that the label of disabled was neither appropriate nor fair. And hence, he entered the class of 1975, and 4 years later, he graduated summa cum laude. Despite being voted the most likely not to succeed, this boy went on to become a successful business executive and a global healthcare activist. Graduates, That young boy was me. And the college that helped me speak again was this one, State University of New York at Fredonia. How nice to be home. I grew up just a few miles from here, a proud son of Chautauqua County, still a big Fredonia Blue Devils fan. My father was a musician and attended the Sistine University. He played the trumpet like Sashimo and Dizzy. He worked in the steel mills not far from here to support his large Catholic family, my mom, 6 kids, 1 bathroom, an 1,100 square foot home. Picture that on a busy Monday morning. My parents taught us that life is not about what you get. It's about what you give. They taught us the value of family and relationships. They were common people. I learned the value of authenticity. Graduates, your happiness will rise and fall on how successful you lead an authentic life, not the life your parents or professors necessarily want you to lead, but your life on your terms. It won't be easy. Last year, I was fortunate to publish my first book titled Life's Bulldozer Moments: How Adversity Can Lead to Success in Life and Business. Because events like the loss of my hearing can knock you to your knees. But the book proposes what you do when you get back up. That's what matters. Bulldozer moments will help you discover who you are, what you want, and need to do. And as I will discuss today, why. Which brings me to another story about my sister-in-law, Rosemary. She was the speech pathologist at this university who helped me regain my ability to speak. She went into the hospital to deliver her second child in late July of 1972. She and my brother and my family were excited to see their family grow. Yet this beautiful woman lost her life delivering her daughter. The cause was a medication error, a totally preventable error. For the last 37 years, I have been working to make sure what happened to Rosemary never happens to anyone ever again. Improving the healthcare delivery system became my passion. Improving the healthcare system became my passion. It became my purpose. It became my professional why. I founded several successful healthcare companies to address this very issue of medication errors. And today I am the CEO of Tivity Health, a publicly traded company that empowers older adults to live their best lives where they want, with vitality, dignity, and purpose. We enable healthy aging. Just last month, I joined the 103rd birthday celebration of our oldest member. She started the physical gym fitness program at 89. I was touched when she asked me out for a dinner date. She had the wisdom to know that it's never too late to begin a new project. The good news for you today is that all of you have time to accomplish many good projects. That brings me to the first of 3 imperatives for success that I'd like to share with you today. Develop a collaborative IQ. A smart man by the name of Mike Levitt, a friend of mine, coined this valuable term. He served as Secretary of Health and Human Services under President George W. Bush. A few years ago, when I met with the Secretary, he shared my concern around the absence of integration and innovation in health and other sectors. A collaborative IQ leverages the strengths of the many to achieve a common goal. It breaks old patterns. It risks trying untested approaches. Someone gifted with a collaborative IQ doesn't seek to replicate the good work of others. She mixes people to create an entirely new result. Graduates, forget the old math pattern on this one. 1 + 1 can equal more than 2. Collaborative IQ recognizes that it is not about innovation only, it is also about integration. Practicing this lesson learned in later years, I developed in 2008 a company that combined multiple organizations providing medical professionals with information via digital platforms. Today, more than 3 million physicians around the globe use this system, saving many, many lives from the danger of medical errors. Collaborative IQ works hand in hand with the second imperative that will help you deliver on your why. Be sure to practice transformational leadership. This is not transactional leadership. A good transactional leader does many things right. A transformational leader does the right thing. I was honored last night to break bread with your president, and this is an example of transformational leadership. Your president knows the right thing to do for this university. A transformational leader sees beyond the immediate tasks to bigger, long-range issues. Your ability to grow depends on your doing the right thing and using your talent to shape the values of those you need to bring along. Senator Robert F. Kennedy was a transformational leader. He has been, for a very long time, a hero of mine. During those years when I was bullied and denied the right to be heard, I entered into the quietude of an intellectual curiosity that was fueled by Kennedy's writings. His example of perseverance and his writings of moral leadership helped fill those difficult years for me. I admired him for his own ability to transform his life and become one of our greatest national leaders despite great personal tragedy. Robert Kennedy provided transformative leadership to better the lives of others. 5 decades ago, doctors surveying the poorest regions of the American South found third world conditions, including diseases long thought to have been eradicated, even among children. A group met with Senator Kennedy. In typical fashion, the senator took their cause of rural poverty as his own. He held a congressional hearing in eastern Kentucky. In 1968, he invited television cameras to follow him from house to house. Americans began to share his moral outrage. He stated clearly, if one wants change, one should be angry enough to make change happen. Yet he also brought hope. He was transformative. He knew the right thing to do. He knew how, and he knew why. Which brings me to my third and last imperative. Be sure, graduates, to find your own personal why. Nobody cares what you do unless they know why you do it. Nothing brought that lesson home to me quite like the events of September 11, 2001. As it did for many, that day changed my life forever. It was a bulldozer moment that allowed me to discover me, my reason for being, my personal passion, my ability to survive, because it also nearly destroyed me. You see, I was scheduled to fly on United Flight 175 from Boston to Los Angeles on that fateful morning of September 11th. I made that trip every single week for nearly 5 years. Whether by chance or divine intervention, on September 10th, I woke up with a toothache, and I decided that I would see my dentist in Boston, and since I was in Boston, I decided that I would leave that evening. I never boarded. Sadly, my two dear friends and their young son, who were with me for the entire weekend at my summer home in Maine, did board, and they lost their lives when the second plane hit the South Tower. To this day, I grapple with the larger questions. Why was my life spared and not theirs? How could anyone take the life of a 3-year-old boy? This bulldozer moment guided me to Tennyson, who said, "We faintly trust the larger hope. One survives, one finds new purpose, one finds new causes, driven by a renewed sense of why." And so, in the fall of 2001, I launched the Tramuto Foundation. For 15 years, we have supported many global causes and helped hundreds of young children with special challenges pursue their educational dreams. Today, we have one of the scholars with us who traveled with me from Boston, and despite his own bulldozer moments as a foster child living in multiple homes, Sam will graduate next weekend from Babson College. Sam LaPointe. Expanding access to health care, especially in developing countries, is another special passion of mine. And so we did not stop with the Tramuto Foundation. I have been haunted by the fact that in our lifetime, 1 billion people will go to their graves prematurely because they lack access to a healthcare worker. 6 million are children who die each year because they are denied clean water, medication, and medical attention. Some people have said to me, "Donato, that's not our problem." I disagree. Article 25 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights states that health care is a basic right for every single person. And when one person has been denied that right, we have violated the Declaration. And to address that issue, in 2011, we created Healthy Villages, a global nonprofit that provides medical information and decision support to caregivers via mobile devices. The results have been astounding. For example, in Lawala, a small community in Kenya, infant mortality in 2011 was 100 babies died per 1,000 births. As a result of Healthy Villages, that number is down to 30, 70 more babies per 1,000 are alive because of Healthy Villages. We also built a maternity ward. Now women can give life in the comfort of a bed and not on a dirt floor. Just because you are poor does not mean you deserve to be treated any differently than those whose fate has provided them with better means. Passion, knowing your why, can and will move your corner of the world. I hope that each of you will one day have the privilege of visiting communities like Lawala in Haiti or similar ones in other parts of the globe. To do so, as I have, is to be reminded that the life we live is temporal, and our greatest responsibility is to love, accept, and care for each person. 2 years before the great Irish playwright George Bernard Shaw died, he was asked by a reporter to name a famous person whom he missed most, a teacher, a poet, a philosopher. He thought for a second and responded, "The person I miss most is the person I could have become." My journey is well along, and I have concluded that power stems not from wealth, degrees, or status. Rather, your power is in your why. Your power will be in what you believe in and where your passion takes you. There will be moments to endure, moments of tribulation, moments of failure. I have had my fair share, and I have learned from every single one, so please take this to heart when I tell you, fail to succeed. As Churchill said, success is not final, failure is not fatal. Graduates, you stand on the precipice of freedom, but with freedom comes responsibility. Your future is no longer distant, it is here, it is now, it is in your hands. May you have the courage to take the road less traveled, to follow your personal and professional passions in pursuit of excellence and justice, and commit to the journey, not to the outcome. For in your hands lies the opportunities to make a difference and to be the person you want to be. Good luck, Godspeed.
Thank you, Mr. Tramuto, for sharing your inspiring message with the graduates and their families. Now, as we begin the presentation of candidates, please remain seated in Steele Hall until all graduates are recognized as a courtesy to everyone attending today's ceremonies. These diploma covers given to graduates today are a gift of the Commencement Committee and the Office of the Registrar. This afternoon's readers are Associate Provost for Graduate Studies, Sponsored Research, and Faculty Development, Judith Horowitz, and Distinguished Service Professor Jack Croxton of the Department of Psychology. It's the hardest job here today. Let's give them some applause. Now, will Provost Terry Brown please join me in the approval of the confirmation of degrees for candidates for bachelor's and master's degrees and the advanced certificate, and the presentation of candidates for graduation.
Okay. May I ask the enrobed faculty and staff to stand, please? Please turn and face the graduates. Faculty and staff, you have played important roles in educating and inspiring these graduates. I ask you now to confirm formally that they have met the requirements of their degree programs. Do you approve these candidates for the bachelor's and master's degrees and the advanced certificate? Thank you. President Horvath, the candidates have been confirmed. Thank you, faculty and staff. Please be seated. Soon we will present formally the members of the class of 2017. As we announce the names of the individual candidates, please hold your applause until the end so that all names may be heard. Candidates for the master's degree and the advanced certificate, will you please stand? President Horvath, these graduates have completed master's degree and advanced certificate requirements in their programs of study. They have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York. In the name of the faculty and by its authority, I have the honor of presenting them to you so that you may confer upon them the appropriate master's degree: Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Music, Master of Science, and Master of Science in Education, or the Advanced Certificate.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of the State of New York and the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York, I now confer upon you the appropriate master's degree or advanced certificate and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to that degree. Welcome to the company of scholars, and congratulations.
Candidates for the master's degree and advanced certificate will now be directed to the platform to be hooded and to receive their degrees. Graduates, the ushers will escort you forward by row. Master's degree recipients will be hooded by Dean of the College of Visual and Performing Arts, Ralph Blasting, and Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, J. Andy Carfa. Most advanced certificate graduates have previously attained their master's degree and therefore already wear the academic hood.
Catherine Jean Schwebka. Caroline H. West. Corey L. Barkley. Juliana DeBraccio. Mark Philip Kabitting. Brittany S. Bala. Amy L. Linner. Yunshu Tan. Sun Kyung Choi. Jadwan Zeng.
Ji-young So. Madeline Jane Banta. Esther Barnum. Lauren Elizabeth Conti. Rebecca Allison Kent. Elizabeth Catherine Keel. Sai-Ho Singh. Wiki. Margaret J. Drizwicki. Stephine Hunt. Jared N. Yaskew. Nathaniel Boyer.
Congratulations again. Candidates for the bachelor's degree, will you please stand? President Horvath, these candidates have completed the curricula prescribed for their degrees by the State University of New York at Fredonia. They have been recommended by the faculty and approved by the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York. In the name of the faculty and by its authority, I have the honor of presenting them to you so that you may confer upon them the appropriate degree: Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Science, or Bachelor of Science in Education.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of the State of New York and the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York, I now confer upon you the appropriate bachelor's degree and admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to your degree. Congratulations. You may now move your tassels from right to left.
Please be seated. Ushers will escort you to the stage by road to receive your degrees from members of the Fredonia College Council.
Good job, Terry.
Thanks.
Eduviges C. Sanchez, cum laude.
Jonathan Fernando Batres, magna cum laude.
Bridget R. Doyle.
Amanda R. Scranton, summa cum laude.
Nicole Miller, summa cum laude.
Jacqueline Marie Carter, summa cum laude.
Hannah Aline Shea, summa cum laude.
Sarah Nicole Gadian, magna cum laude.
Lee Marie Claybor, summa cum laude.
Sean Michael Patrick.
Samantha Jones Scalise, summa cum laude.
Juliet Philosophus.
Lacey Morgan Andrews, magna cum laude.
Dean Luca Bavasoto, summa cum laude.
Mitchell Evan Markowitz.
Alyssa Catherine Clark, summa cum laude.
Michael Ciamara.
Shannon Joanne Bentley, magna cum laude.
Salvatore James Barone.
Julia Lauren Torano.
Lisa Emily Cohn.
Deanna Quinn Civilette, cum laude.
Kara Jillian Guff, cum laude.
Niall P. Higgs, cum laude.
Brian Earl Babel, cum laude.
Kenneth Wilson Starr, magna cum laude.
Anthony Christopher Capolino.
Melissa Winter Goggin, magna cum laude.
Gabriela Savino, summa cum laude.
Jody Suzanne White, magna cum laude.
Haley Violet Gill, summa cum laude.
Scott Wheeler.
Nice. Lucas Paul Denice, summa cum laude.
Tracy Collins, summa cum laude.
Melanie Ann Laura, cum laude.
Kathleen O'Mara, summa cum laude.
Andrea Velasquez, summa cum laude.
Patricia Lucan, summa cum laude.
Hannah Margaret Bleasdale, summa cum laude.
Aixa Selena Garcia, cum laude.
Stephen Thomas Wendell, summa cum laude.
Holly Michelle Alper, cum laude.
Sierra Marie Cuellar.
Haley Batterman, summa cum laude.
Alan or Kaylin? Courtney Kaylin Young, magna cum laude.
Amy Rose Gordon, cum laude.
Zane Thomas Franco, magna cum laude.
Danielle Christine Renix.
Daniel Patrick Dittus, magna cum laude.
Sarah Naomi Dresnick, magna cum laude.
Leah Maureen Hecht.
Colleen Mary Milholland.
Janice Alicia Greenidge.
Kristen Louise Percival, magna cum laude.
Andrew Michael Mertens.
Bartley Mitchell Gallagher.
Aiden J. Licker, summa cum laude.
Ian Tyler McLaughlin.
Rebecca A. DeHilly, summa cum laude.
Eric John Lupian.
Abigail Catherine Everhart.
Christopher Jose Calderon.
Emily Ann Corson, summa cum laude.
Juan Morales.
Leah Marie Wachenga, summa cum laude.
Russell Smith, summa cum laude.
Mary Catherine Gian.
Frank Valente.
Anthony Moore.
Tyler William Marvin, magna cum laude.
Sebi Ardelen, magna cum laude.
John H. Cole.
Lauren Christie Wentland.
Michael Joseph Maroney, summa cum laude.
Brittany E. Ford.
Mitchell Thomas Marg, cum laude.
Nicholas Aaron Burdick, cum laude.
Corey Michael Shelton, cum laude.
Mass Niang.
Samantha Lynn Pednault, summa cum laude.
Madeline Ann Eberhardt, magna cum laude.
Johanna Wiley, summa cum laude.
Michaela E. Stashu.
Gregory Rupp, magna cum laude.
Haley Rose Dickinson.
Brianna Covington.
Lucy Patricia Bell.
Matthew Richard Aria.
Christopher Eaton Andrew Harris.
Grant Philip Gifford.
Trisha Lee Kent.
Sierra Michelle Howley.
Elizabeth M. Church Peters.
Nia Amor Drummond.
Brittany Lynn Horan, cum laude.
Eric Rasmussen.
Kevin Samuel Gleason.
Jasmine Amira Bell.
Zoe Demetra Kariasis.
Hudine Godfrey Blake.
Melissa Zorer, magna cum laude.
Khalif Crutcher.
Rebecca Lynn Young, summa cum laude.
Eric Daniel Williams.
Kimberly Nicole Sidorowitz.
Waskar Almonte, summa cum laude.
David Paul Johnson.
Jula Machiva, cum laude.
Natsalian Peralta.
Destiny Martinez.
Michelle L. Guilford.
Mackenzie Kaiser.
Jennifer Garcia.
Jacqueline Paduano.
Kezia Quinn McShine.
Brittany Brianna Ortiz.
Yanalise Burgos.
Whitney Lane Nightingale, summa cum laude.
Jennifer Abarca.
Miranda Nicole Olson, cum laude.
Yadira Jessica Bautista.
Courtney Elizabeth Young, cum laude.
Antonio Labrada Hernandez. Antonia.
Maria Therese Gordon, summa cum laude.
Ashante Deannalise Wilson.
Morgan Elizabeth Marshall.
Lavina Talukder.
Miranda Dominique Angelucci.
Lois A. Abora.
Jordan Christine Woods, magna cum laude.
Maymuna Salah.
Michelle Ashley Cooper, cum laude.
Patrice B. Douglas.
Emma Lynn Shirley.
Allison Simmons.
Sean Michael Edelman, magna cum laude.
Hallie. Sherelle Liana Haley.
Sarah Catherine Zuba, summa cum laude.
Jasmine Sherelle Joyner.
Brianna Stavola, magna cum laude.
Jasmine Nicole Matar. Summa cum laude.
Kylie Aaron Gagne.
Christopher Bartholomew Victor.
Rachel Ann Myers.
Ilana Rose Lieberman.
Rachel Leah Kaziev, magna cum laude.
Teresa Grosvenor.
Alyssa DiBiase.
Mercedes Abigail Smith.
Lena Emily Catafayas.
Molly Marie Carriero, magna cum laude.
Stephen Daniel Paul Martin, cum laude.
Jay Romero.
Tyler John Schindler.
Andrew John Bertucci.
Lydia Grace Edgington.
Vincent E. Mead, summa cum laude.
Kaylee Marie Creedon.
Angelo Jacob Heimowitz, cum laude.
Victoria Patricia Mendiola.
Robin M. Bond, summa cum laude.
Maxwell Austin Rogan.
Christine Nicole Bohm, summa cum laude.
Marina Beth Coonahan.
Anna McCausland.
Ariane Cruz.
Haley Catherine Smilak, summa cum laude.
Isabel May Rosen, cum laude.
Marissa Ann Pizzuto, magna cum laude.
Mackenzie Elizabeth Curtis.
Sarah Alexis Mobius, cum laude.
Nikeli N. Williams.
Michaela Rose Greco, summa cum laude.
Catherine Lois DeVeris.
Victoria Shayebdik, summa cum laude.
Kelly Rose Connor.
Carly Christine Deek, summa cum laude.
Mackenzie Marie Brooks.
Joshua Nicholas Carey, magna cum laude.
Zoe Elizabeth Zetzes, cum laude.
Daniel Alejandro Rivera.
Laura Accardi, cum laude.
Kayla Dean.
Aaliyah Jade Mondesir.
Stephanie Lou Jackson, summa cum laude.
Tyler John Sharp.
Nicholas William Jasek.
Brian James Blackburn.
Nia Angelique Ferguson, cum laude.
Daniel Jacob Caniglio.
Luran Bradley, cum laude, Wellington.
Jenna Rose Giamalvo, summa cum laude.
Nicholas Daniel Cahill.
Emily Autumn Bystrak, summa cum laude.
Gretchen Andrea Martino, summa cum laude.
Cassidy Laura Marie Beckstein, summa cum laude.
Justin Edward Burr, magna cum laude.
Samantha Jean Cruz.
Erica Lynn Bauerlein, summa cum laude.
Ryan Adam Norton.
Lauren Ann O'Brien, summa cum laude.
Jeffrey Thomas Lamparelli.
Lucia Helgren, magna cum laude.
Lottie Rochelle Gill.
Whitney Ann Hackman, magna cum laude.
Justin Lee Gill.
Juliana Grabowski, summa cum laude.
Mohammed Zain.
Virginia Laura Croft, magna cum laude.
Rodney Stephen Mosier.
Jake Matthew Lorifus.
Michael Doran Pizak.
Tyler James Mecklenburg, cum laude.
Taylor Lynn Glowacki.
Nicole Lindsay Brendel, magna cum laude.
Shayla Lipscomb.
Caitlin Marie Dietz, summa cum laude.
Jalen Elizabeth Weiss.
Henry Rosenberg.
Kristen Nicole Ando.
Kevin Vella.
Michaela Jane Kozlowski, summa cum laude.
Emily Jean Anderson, cum laude.
Abby Laura Schnitzer, cum laude.
Grant Timothy Webb.
Rachel Faye Turner.
Cassie Janae Ann Williams, cum laude.
Brendan William Beyersdorfer, summa cum laude.
Sean Michael Bryant.
Michael Lukashevitz.
Anthony Schroeder, cum laude.
Christopher James DeMoro.
Brian Patrick McMullen, cum laude.
Nicole Snyder.
Courtney Marie Alberto.
Shannon White, cum laude.
Dana Michelle Katz, cum laude.
Ariel Brooke Gelfand, summa cum laude.
Samantha Elizabeth Louise Nickel, cum laude.
Ju Hee Son.
Carl Anthony Dellinger.
Carly Ann Leogrand, cum laude.
Paul Luis Orama.
Lucia M. Swartz, magna cum laude.
Sarah Ann Stenninger, summa cum laude.
Robert McDonough, summa cum laude.
Stephan Uvegas, cum laude.
Kyle Michael Piscatelli.
Madeline Gock, summa cum laude.
John Cole Secunde, summa cum laude.
Victoria Constance Howell.
Jason Ledger Handren, summa cum laude.
Emily Susan Chafee, magna cum laude.
Heidi Ann Schneider, magna cum laude.
Eva Leanne Pupor.
Jesse Torres.
Jessica L. Leonard, magna cum laude.
Jonah Frederick Lam Farnham, magna cum laude.
Michaela Elizabeth Osterhout, summa cum laude.
Mark Robert Hughes, summa cum laude.
Stephen C. Nichols.
Warren McKinsey, Jr.
Ciccarello. Adam Jonathan Ciccarello, cum laude.
Michael Vasquez.
Brianna Nicole Condon, magna cum laude.
Justin Stanley Gemiolo.
Samantha Taylor Bagata.
Daniel Robert Galvin.
Dananir Samir Arafat.
Harry Javier Jones, cum laude.
Sarah Ann Higgins.
Curtis Kibler, cum laude.
Jenny Rebecca Ewing, magna cum laude.
Matthew Josep Luplin.
Madeline Claire Obrakta.
Phoebe Catherine Langdon.
Richard Albert Macaba, cum laude.
Caitlin Sue Tachibana.
Katie L. Barney.
Amanda Marie Guzmano.
Lindsay Marie Ebling.
Matthew Joseph Russo.
Mark Cruz.
Corey Thomas Mahar.
Melissa Aaron Schroeder.
Atticus Beckwith Kaiser, cum laude.
Allison K. Trask.
Susana Sirapan, summa cum laude.
Jefferson Dwayne Diedrich, magna cum laude.
Maya Ramos, summa cum laude.
Ryback. Morgan Rochelle Ryback, cum laude.
Larissa Jane Wass.
Maria Louise Serio, cum laude.
Morgan Page Slate, cum laude.
Gregory Brooks Pinto, cum laude.
Christine Doolittle, summa cum laude.
Kristen Elizabeth Mercarian, summa cum laude.
Shelby Lynn Saylor, summa cum laude.
Samantha K. Kovaleski, magna cum laude.
Rachel Christy Lee Wentworth, magna cum laude.
Michael Lewis Palazza, cum laude.
Zach S. Nelson.
Emily May Hatfield, magna cum laude.
Kristen S. Swan.
Kimberly Suzanne Hodges, summa cum laude.
Abigail Sarah Amering.
Cassandra Rubin, summa cum laude.
Alexio Medina.
Curtis Henry.
Kishwana Nance.
Tori E. Jordan, summa cum laude.
Catherine Grace Halloran.
Morgan K. Pitts, magna cum laude.
Caitlin Rose Monin, magna cum laude.
Cora Maria Monroy.
Paige Elizabeth Lau.
Brianne Lynn Emery.
Corinne Lee Harvey, magna cum laude.
Stephanie Michelle Singer, summa cum laude.
Caden Igo.
Liam Burns Jones.
Kimberly E. Bright, magna cum laude.
Luke Nelson Wheeler.
Joseph T. Drake, summa cum laude.
James Arthur Diavila.
Megan Nicole Richter, magna cum laude.
Erin Elizabeth Bischoff, cum laude.
Zoe Jean Fancher.
Chelsea Lynn Jones, magna cum laude.
Curtis Allen Lord.
Barbato. Rachel Ann Barbato.
Veronica Jane Mel.
Bridget Ann Cook, magna cum laude.
Mark Joseph Shamil, summa cum laude.
Leon James Goodremote, cum laude.
Kelly M. Roll.
Bradley Thomas Schumacher.
Tess Ann Woodruff, cum laude.
Scott Clark Aldinger, summa cum laude.
Autumn Fitzpatrick.
Kristen Marie O'Connor, summa cum laude.
Julian Michael Perez, cum laude.
Natalie Fuller.
Alexandra Rousseau.
Belande Maru, magna cum laude.
Christopher Peter Diavalar.
Patrick Andrew Chanel, summa cum laude.
Melissa M. M. Brown, summa cum laude.
Kara Grace Hall, magna cum laude.
Sarah Elizabeth Itwaru.
Taylor Alexis Benson, summa cum laude.
Angelica Lynn Marie Aponte.
Bonnie Ann Bingley, summa cum laude.
Alicia M. Meyer.
Robert K. Cooper, magna cum laude.
Adriana Marie Vasquez.
John J. Weaver.
Laura L. Alexander.
Emily Grace Massey.
Jenna Crelly.
Courtney Acker, cum laude.
Alice Wendy Moore.
Lindsay Taylor.
Julie Beth Berry, magna cum laude.
Zachary Philip Couple.
Rebecca Crossan, magna cum laude.
Sean Evan Countess.
Savarina Chica, cum laude.
Jeremy Adam Pickering.
Kirsten Louise Green, magna cum laude.
Nicholas Munella.
Taylor Nicole Kozich, magna cum laude.
Jordan Allen Gould.
Brooke Marie Park, magna cum laude.
Piscatelli. Kyla K. Piscatelli.
Gabrielle Isabel McCool.
Nicole Goodrow, summa cum laude.
John Francis Houston.
Gary Lynn Galloway.
Alyssa Marie Holly, magna cum laude.
Trevor Hansen.
Allison Jean Stiglmeyer, cum laude.
Charles A. Scheffler.
Mary Kate Fry, cum laude.
Samantha Noel Plotz.
John Matthew McCabe.
Bella Michelle Mullen.
Brandon Michael Richardson.
Kelly Kaner.
Matthew John Linderman, magna cum laude.
Alexander Aiken.
Michael Lagrasso, cum laude.
Jiwan Lee.
Daniel John Cox.
Allison Marble, cum laude.
Cody Donald Herman.
Eric Andrew Schwartz.
Matthew Gerard Werbinski.
Kayla Jane Schlum.
Kevin Clinton Proper.
Caitlin Marie Koval.
Spencer David Crummell.
Kenneth Charles Dowd, cum laude.
Jason Craig Zimmerman, magna cum laude.
Nalani Love Harris.
Austin Joseph Carreri.
Christian Daniel Evans, cum laude.
Jordan Jerome Shaman, summa cum laude.
Shanna Lee Thompson, magna cum laude.
Colin Ellis Perry, summa cum laude.
Elizabeth Marguerite Hodge.
Jordan W. Patterson.
Eliana Ford.
Connor Jordan Hoffman, summa cum laude.
Kate Gretson.
Brianna Renee Kirk.
Songwoo Kim, cum laude.
Marie Elizabeth Chimay.
Kaylee Ann Renee Chase.
Katerina Marie Kutsandrias, summa cum laude.
Samantha Joan Pinkowski.
Kara Ann Murray, magna cum laude.
Kara F. Kaler.
Emily Grace Wilkinson.
Taylor Elizabeth Slavin.
Emily L. Huntington, magna cum laude.
Brian Robert Sybil, cum laude.
Caitlin Jean White.
Andrew Wright, cum laude.
Christopher Zachary DeFelice.
Laura K. Werwinski.
Nicholas Edward Nosek, cum laude.
Megan Nicole Flynn, magna cum laude.
Ryan Richter.
Catherine Scarlett Rose O'Hara, magna cum laude.
Rebecca Joanne Massacre, summa cum laude.
Allison Rose Redding, summa cum laude.
James Coleman Skamanka.
Leanne Hofstad, summa cum laude.
Sierra J. Peters.
Daniel David Witcher, summa cum laude.
Alyssa Jade Costello.
Lauren Dewey Wright, summa cum laude.
Edward C. Gallivan Jr., cum laude.
Elena Catherine Mihailov, summa cum laude.
Emma Jane Rausch, summa cum laude.
Julia J. Furman, magna cum laude.
Artie Daniel Degenfelder.
Riley Aaron Cox.
Mark Christopher Trousseau.
Rachel M. Schmidt.
Leslie Martinez Garcia.
Megan Bartok, cum laude.
Caitlin Maria Padlow.
Dylan John Sukenti, summa cum laude.
Caitlin Elizabeth Wenke.
Kelsey Danielle Apt.
Kara N. Mansour, magna cum laude.
Allison Christine Burdick, cum laude.
Rachel Christine Lester.
Cedric L. Hendricks, Jr.
Tara Marie Wood.
Jennifer Kaylee Kramer, cum laude.
Elizabeth Rebecca Ann King.
Brandon Paul Ginther.
Ruth Gossu.
This way. Zachary James C.
Isabel Enya Rowley.
Lucas Dumke. Lori Jean Nepo.
Keynote speaker, Donato Tramuto, the musical groups, and all special guests for being part of the commencement at the State University of New York at Fredonia. Please join the platform party and faculty and staff for a reception in the Williams Center immediately following this ceremony. Graduates will be exiting Steele Hall at the lower level doors facing the Williams Center. Now, please rise and join the Fredonia Women's Choir in singing our alma mater, and then remain standing for the closing reflection, which was written by Nathan Kropp. It will be read today by Catherine Schwebke, who received a Master of Arts degree in English and an advanced certificate in professional writing this afternoon.
With the colors We now beseech the goodness at the heart of existence, the ultimate reality who is finally nameless, for a blessing for these our graduates, a benediction, a good word spoken of them and for them. May a desire to learn be ever enkindled in their hearts, and may they be humbled when they think they have plumbed the depths of reality. May a desire to search for truth, goodness, and beauty lead them down the exquisitely winding ways of the road less traveled, to drink from the streams of righteousness, peace, and justice, and never be quenched. May a desire to serve cause them to unblock their ears and allow the cries of the poor and the vulnerable to pierce them to the heart and impel them to give of themselves for the sake of others, to live simply so that others may simply live. May the poisonous dualism of black and white, good and evil, us and them, be purged from their hearts, even as they are comforted with the security needed to accept the complexity of life. May the energies of the universe that course through their veins now be not quashed by the quotidian routines of life after college. May they be buoyed up by the vast ocean of beneficence which surrounds them today and always, but which, like water to the fish, is seldom noticed. May each one of them know in the depths of their heart that they are worthy of benediction, worthy of these good words spoken to them in love.